What's up, YouTube? It is your Lord and Savior, King D353 here, with a recap of WWE Night of Champions 2015. Yes, I'm finally going to start actually putting the years at the end of these, as I should have a long time ago. Anyway, this pay-per-view was decent, although for most matches weren't really much highlights, but whatever. I'll do my best to give you guys this summaries. So, first, we have the pre-show in which people spoke. Nothing of importance was said, other than by Sheamus, who notified us that, due to him having a few friends, he got the lowdown on when Seth Rollins' matches are going to happen. And he let us know that Seth Rollins will be competing twice in a row tonight. That's right, the last two matches of the night are John Cena vs. Seth Rollins and Sting vs. Seth Rollins, back to back. That aside, we got the usual predictions and shit. Most people think Kevin Owens is gonna win. Most people think Charlotte's gonna win. I don't think they gave their input on a New Day or on Seth Rollins' matches. Anyway, and the first match of the night was Stardust and the Ascension versus Adrian Nevil and the Lucha Dragons. There really wasn't much in the way of major spots in this match because it's just a pre-show match. In fact, it was so bland I can't even remember which member of the face team got the whole hot tag moment. All I can really remember is the end in which the Lucha Dragons took out the Ascension. More specifically, Sin Cara took out Victor, I believe it was. So then it was just Neville and Stardust in the ring. Stardust went for something, but Neville ducked under it and kicked him in the head, knocking Stardust down. Then Neville went up top for the Red Arrow. As he was going for the Red Arrow, whichever such member it was, came in and tried to knock him down, but he kicked him back, stumbling him. As Neville went up top for the Red Arrow, Stardust gets up and shoves, insert Ascension member here, into Neville, knocking Neville off the ropes and hitting Neville with the Crossroads. 1, 2, 3, Stardust and the Ascension win. With that, the actual pay-per-view starts with a match between the big guys, Kevin Owens versus Ryback. This match starts off as its usual thing, with Ryback winning because face. But then, as Ryback's on the apron and goes to punch Kevin Owens ducks under his punch, wraps his arm behind his back, and slams his arm to a steel post. With this, Ryback's arm is now injured, and Kevin Owens does the heelish thing to do and works the arm, 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 meat hook clothesline. Ryback decides it's time to finish it, and sets up for the shell-shocked, only for Kevin Owens to roll out of the shell-shocked, knock Ryback back down, and then get Ryback into an armbar. Ryback manages to roll out of said armbar, hoist Kevin Owens up into the air, launch him into the air, slamming him back down to the ground. Ryback's hyped up. Ryback pulls down the straps, hoists Owens up. It's time to finish it. Owens agrees and rakes Ryback in the eye. And as Ryback now has to let go of Owens because his eyes have just been poked out, Owens rolls Ryback up for the 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens is your new intercontinental champion. With this out of the way, it's time for the New Day to hashtag save the tables and insert some way for a hashtag booty to be put in there. Oh, I forgot to mention, I was actually watching this pay-per-view with Zoe, and it's hilarious how much Zoe hates the New Day. Hearing her react to them was just priceless. She despises them. Zoe's lack of positivity isn't what this match is about. This match is about, well, New Day versus the Dudley Boyz. And we found out some of the big names who have signed the Save the Tables petition. The Save the Tables petition has been signed by Barack Obama. It's been signed by Jake from State Farm. It's been signed by no, actually, I can't remember anybody else that the New Day said it was signed by. But I did find out from Zoe that apparently Bill Clinton signed it. And apparently Deadpool signed it. Actually, Deadpool found a way to sign it twice. Also, I think Deadpool may have done Xavier Woods' hair. Because Xavier Woods came out of this weird... He had three red streaks throughout his hair. And the red streaks were puffy. And it just looked so odd. Me and Zoe agree that Deadpool probably did Xavier Woods' hair. Oh, and quite a few tables signed up to too. Apparently lots of tables are pissed at the Dudleys for killing their families and friends. Yeah, as you probably assumed, Zoe was spending a lot of time on social media. I apologize if this tangent annoys anyone. I just assumed you guys would find that funny, because I found him quite funny. Moving on, the actual match. In the way of spots, there wasn't really much to be had. I mean, it was the normal tag moves and shit. And the match started off with Kofi in control of Devon, so instead of the usual face in control, it was the heels in control at first. Which was a nice change of pace. Although there weren't really many major spots, although it is nice to see Devon doing most of the offense for the Dudleys, instead of Bubba Ray doing most of the offense for the Dudleys. Anyways, the match went to a close. The Dudley Boyz had Kofi nice and groggy. Biggie comes in to try to save Kofi, but Devon ducks his clothesline, hoists him up back suplex style, and they hit a backwards 3D on him. And then Kofi comes in, only to get 3D'd as well. And then as Devon goes for the 1-2-3, Xavier Woods comes in and breaks up the pinfall with a stomp to Devon's head. As you guys know, titles cannot change hand by disqualification. Therefore, although the winners are the Dudley Boyz, still your tag team champions, the New Day. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Oh god, it was hilarious hearing Zoe react when I started doing the Save the Tables chants. Anyway, with their new victory, the New Day starts cheering as they occasionally kick the Dudley Boyz as they start to get up. The New Day then decides, fuck Save the Tables, let's bring a table into the ring, and let's set it up. And then, as Xavier Woods starts posturing, Kofi goes to pick up Devon, and Biggie goes to pick up Bubba. And as we all saw coming, while Xavier was being, well, Xavier, Kofi and Biggie were beaten the fuck out of and then tossed up the ring. And then as Xavier Woods turned around, he was met with a 3D by the Dudley Boyz through the table. So at least the Dudleys got their last laugh, despite the fact they're not the tag team champions. Next up, we get yet another match for championship gold, as Charolette takes on Nikki Bella. And you know what? This was a pretty decent match. So, for Charolette versus Nikki Bella, I can't really summarize that one either. Because basically the entire match is just Nikki attacking Charlotte's leg. Over and over and over again. And again. And again. Essentially the match was just Nikki attacking Charlotte's leg and then Charlotte getting in the figure eights. I'm sorry for not giving that match a good description. It's not that I didn't watch the match. I did. I was actually paying attention to the Divas match for once, but this really wasn't much to actually... there was one highlight-ish, which was after Nikki had her fun slamming Charlotte's leg into the steel post over and over again, Nikki decided to have a little insult to injury and hit the figure four leg lock on the steel post onto Charlotte's injured leg. So that's essentially the only real big spot of the match. Other than that, it was just Nikki knee dropping Charlotte's leg, Nikki drop kicking Charlotte's leg. At one point, Nikki does a top rope drop kick to Charlotte's leg. So yeah, nothing big really. Anyway, as I said, the match ends with Charlotte getting Nikki in the figure eight. Nikki tries to punch Charlotte's leg to let her get out of it, but to no avail. And in the end, Nikki ends up tapping out to the figure eight. So Charlotte is your new Divas champion. And the internet wrestling community squeeze collectively. Yee! NXT champion! Yay! Everything is awesome! NXT! 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 So that match out of the way, the next match is the Wyatts versus Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and their mystery partner. Who could it be? Who could possibly come in to help to face the Wyatts? But it'll be Eric Rowan. I mean, he was a Wyatt family member, and Braun Strowman is the black sheep. Maybe they're gonna bring in the black lamb. Maybe they're gonna bring in the white lamb. Maybe it'll be white lamb versus black lamb. Oh my God! Or maybe it's Kane. I mean, Kane was taken out of action, and Kane hated Bray Wyatt. Maybe Kane will come. Maybe they'll waste the opportunity and bring in Chris fucking Jericho. So yeah, we hear break the walls down. I mean, not break the walls down. We hear the the Millennium Countdown. Then the jacket appears. The entire arena marks out. And according to Zoe, Twitter agreed with me, because Twitter was pissed at Jericho being a thing. And I am glad Twitter was pissed. Me and Twitter are best buddies now. Did I say best buddies? Whatever.